You might think football players are friends, but did you know many of them hate each other because of childish things like being ignored and not being invited to their weddings? Yeah, there are things that if you know them, it can blow your mind. However, some of those reasons are not childish, such as smashing your teammate's girlfriend and also attacking and going to jail for that. If you want to know which players they are and what's the reason that they hate each other, stay with us until the end of this video. Number 10. Robert Lewandowski and Jakob. Back in 2008, Robert Lewandowski kicked off his German football adventure with Borussia Dortmund, and guess who he teamed up with? None other than Jakub Kuba Blaszczykowski. But here's the twist. Their friendship took a hit over some mysterious clash in their political views. The details are as elusive as a well-executed feint on the pitch, but tension was in the air. Now imagine this. Lewandowski decides to throw a wedding bash and you'd expect your teammate to be there, right? Well, not in Blaszczykowski's case. Lewandowski, in an interesting move, extends invitations to every member of the Poland setup but leaves out Kuba, and that's when the hating game was started. Number 9. Joey Barton and Ousmane Dabo. Joey Barton has called out countless people both within the game and off the pitch. Ousmane Dabo probably stands as Barton's most disgraceful fallout though. Barton was sentenced to 4 months in prison after assaulting Dabo while the pair were together at Manchester City in 2007. Dabo said in an interview, "Joey Barton is lying about what happened on the training pitch at Manchester City. It's unbelievable. I'm shocked. There was a trial at the civil courts. Barton pleaded guilty and got a 4 months suspended prison sentence. When Barton is talking, he denies it, he said. I have started it all. It is fake. All my teammates who were present during the attack gave evidence for me during the trial." Number 8. Kolo Touré and William Gallas. Kolo Touré and William Gallas, two key defenders for Arsenal, faced a tough time working together. Imagine playing alongside someone and not exchanging a single word during a game. That was the situation between Touré and Gallas. Their on-field silence reached a point where one of them had to make a move, and it ended up being Touré. He explained that he didn't want to jeopardize the team's performance, so he volunteered to leave. It was reported that the cause was Gallas' famous sit-down protest at the end of a 2-2 draw with Birmingham, but Touré says it goes way back. The Ivorian has refused to reveal the real reason, however, saying, "If we start talking about that, then it will be a big story." Number 7. Igor Stimac and Sinisa Mihajlovic. Stimac and Mihajlovic knew each other as teenagers and even played together in the 1987 World Cup winning Yugoslavian team. When the two met for kickoff between the match of Red Star Belgrade and Hajduk Split, Stimac leaned forward and whispered to his old friend and former teammate, "I hope our guys kill your entire family in Borovo." He forgot about the cup final and spent every second of the game trying to injure Stimac, and the game ended up with a brutal kickboxing match with the two eventually sent off. Number 6. Emmanuel Frimpong and Samir Nasri. For me, the truth is, I've never liked Nasri and I will never ever like this guy. Frimpong told The Athletic in 2019, "Even if he gives me $5 billion, I will still not like him." Frimpong's animosity towards Nasri stems from an incident after the then 19-year-old had been sent off in his second league appearance for Arsenal in a 2-0 defeat at Liverpool. After the match, Nasri stood up in the changing room and made clear his feeling that the defeat was all Frimpong's fault. Nasri later phoned Frimpong after the midfielder took a swipe at the France international on social media following his departure to Manchester City. "I took the phone and then it was Nasri on the phone threatening me, telling me that when he sees me, this is that. I told him, I'm not one of the players that's afraid of you. If you want us to sort it out as men, we can sort it out as men." Emmanuel Frimpong said, "I feel like he was a bully." He added, I feel like he didn't know his responsibilities as a senior player to be able to help younger players. These were some of his statements by Frimpong for his former teammate. Many reports also claimed that the duo also clashed inside the dressing room as well. Shortly after, Nasri parted ways with the Gunners to join Manchester City. When the two sides clashed with one another, Frimpong went in hard for the tackle against Nasri, even grabbing his throat at one point. He said of the incident, "People never really understand why that happened, but I don't like the guy. The reason I don't like him is that he's an idiot. Plain and simple." Number 5. Andy Cole and Teddy Sheringham. Like many sporting rivalries, the feud between former Manchester United and England strikers Teddy Sheringham and Andy Cole started with a single petty act. Cole is about to make his debut against Uruguay and is a substitute for Teddy. Cole reached for a handshake from Sheringham but was snubbed. Childish, right? Teddy didn't even make eye contact as he wandered off the pitch, and while this incident seems minor, it sparked 15 years of resentment between the two. Cole said, "I would rather sit down and have a cup-up with Neil Ruddock, who broke my leg in 2 places in 1996, than with Teddy Sheringham, whom I have pretty much detested for the past 15 years. Number 4. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Rafael van der Vaart. Zlatan and van der Vaart were teammates at Ajax when their conflict began, although it was not while playing for Ajax. In a friendly between Sweden and Holland, the Dutchman picked up an injury which he believed Ibrahimovic had exacted on purpose and told the press as much. Once back at Ajax, the two came to a head, with Zlatan threatening to break both his legs. Vaart said, "I did not have really big problems with him. It was just two egos converging in one place. I think I was a bigger problem for him than he was for me." As the Swedes' impact on the team increased, van der Vaart only waned. Ibrahimovic later said, "I don't like you. I don't like you as a captain. I didn't injure you on purpose and you know it. If you accuse me again, I'll break both your legs and this time it will be on purpose." Number 3. Kevin De Bruyne and Thibaut Courtois. The reason behind their mutual hatred is simple. Courtois stole Kevin's girlfriend back in 2014. She admitted herself to having a fling with Thibaut, but insisted it happened only after KDB cheated on her. In the summer of 2012, Kevin told me that he had an affair with my old best friend. I gave him the choice, her or me. She told Belgian newspaper Sport. She said, "I was ready to give him another chance, but our relationship was never the same afterwards." Thibaut gave me that one night what I'd sorely missed for 3 years with Kevin. I could have good conversations and he also cooked nicely for me. Such a thing Kevin never did. And then suddenly we clicked. Number 2. Gerard Piqué and Alvaro Arbeloa. Gerard Piqué and Alvaro Arbeloa spent 7 years on opposite sides of the Real Madrid-Barcelona divide, so a professional rivalry is to be expected. El Clasico is one of the most famous and hotly contested games in world football. The duo won the World Cup together in 2010 and the European Championship 2 years later. Piqué has stated that he never got on with Arbeloa while teaming with him internationally. The rivalry became so hateful that Spain's captain Sergio Ramos eventually intervened to put an end to the spat. Alvaro stated that he has no feelings towards his former international teammate. Number 1. Ronaldo and Messi. In the end, let's get into these two famous players that the rumors of their competition are everywhere. Back in 2016, Ronaldo commented how they push each other, making the competition intense. Alex Ferguson, Ronaldo's ex-manager, thought the rivalry didn't bother them, emphasizing their personal pride to be the best. Messi, denying any rivalry, blamed the media for creating drama. Despite rumors, Ronaldo clarified his respect for Messi and dismissed claims of bad blood. Ronaldo hopes they can laugh about their rivalry in the future, emphasizing its positive aspect. After Ronaldo moved to Juventus, Messi admitted missing him and acknowledged his impact on La Liga. In a 2019 interview, Ronaldo expressed a desire to have dinner together, and Messi replied positively, saying, "If I get an invitation, why not?" Well, y'all, thank you for sticking with us to the end of this video. If you liked it, make sure you hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment if you want.